Blaze and J, NFL antics, real talk tactics. Critics smoke, audience clapped, and flicks get dissected. Two mics, one love, popcorn gets popped. Check the script, main flick gets chopped. Flicks from the blockbusters to the indie creeps. Pause for the laugh tracks, not a nano asleep. Rant so vivid you can taste the screen. Plots get twisted, reactions so mean. Blaze and J, here to save the day. Laughs and reviews drop up without delay. Grab a seat, tune in, don't stray. Movie buzz every single Friday. Hot takes, cold drinks, movie memes explode. Fan chat, thumbs up, dusty VHS backload. Special guest drop, wisdom, studio magic. Rating battles, debated out, always frenetic. Mic check, 1, 2, review style colossal. We break it down, piece it back, no hassle. Audience polls, live tweets streaming. Cinematic dreams and rhythm always scheming. Ratings slapping the beat of the heart. 5 stars, 2 thumbs, pulling plots apart. We argue, we laugh, we shout, we narrate. Every scene critiqued, nothing second rate.
Dude, hit the button.
Oh, I will definitely be hitting the button. But before we do, hey, it's Friday, Jeff.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm just posting on our Facebook real quick because I was okay. So as much as I love our opening music, I sit here and dance like a fucking idiot. And we get to about halfway through, and I was like, "Shit, I forgot to post." Because apparently I'm an idiot.
Okay.
He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
we are watching Hitch Hiker's Guide to the Galaxy tonight, guys.
It's
probably gonna
true.
be a slow night. There is a popular fight going on tonight at the same time.
It is. However, before we get started, so I can actually post a little bit more, I have 1 minute and 6 seconds that I want to borrow your ear holes for of something I made, and I agree we need to make it better, but I'm kind of proud of it, so I'm going to play it.
If your week feels dull, you're probably not tuning into the Nonsensical Network. Let's spice things up. Buckle up, because on Mondays, we kick off with Chris's Speedway stories and cold-blooded conversations. Fast cars and chilling tales, what's not to love? Next up, Lieutenant Dan, Connor that is, brings you Men Caring for Men. Yes, even tough guys need a little TLC. Tuesdays, we've got Glick, our Sasquatch's second cousin, rocking Glick's House of Music. Tune in for some legendary jams. Wednesdays, Glick teams up with Jeff for WTF News. If it's weird, wild, or just plain wacky, they're on it. Thursdays, it's all about Jeff's garage. Think of it as a man cave with a microphone. Fridays, our resident stoner Blaze joins Jeff for Nonsense and Chill. Grab your snacks, it's movie night. Saturdays start with Cash's and Cash's Corner, where Mini Glick talks wrestling. Then it's the Open Door Challenge on Nonsensical Nonsense with Glick and Jeff. Expect the unexpected. Finally, wrap up your week with unnecessary roughness on Sundays. Glick and the boys break down all things football. So, tune in and join the madness. The Nonsensical Network, where chaos meets comedy.
Chaos
Yay!
meets comedy.
I like that line. I wish I would have came up with it. You and I were playing on Wednesday after the show. We were playing with AIs, and I basically wrote that entire script, but it added a few things.
When you wrote the script, did you write it in all uppercase, and did you use exclamation marks?
I did not. The only thing that I put in I capitalized everybody's name. After each show, I put a period, so it distinguished the ones. But I thought it did pretty good. I gave it the Lieutenant Dan line. I take credit for that one.
I wrote a prompt on the same app that you use, and it turned out really well. But it took me about 20 tries to get it right. I'm not gonna lie. and then that's the one where Steve quits, and then I never.
Yeah, and then you're out. Yeah, I actually got this one on the third try.
Nice.
Yeah.
So guys,
I was pretty proud of myself.
One announcement. Next week we're going to be rolling this back, starting at 8:00 p.m. on Eastern time, because Yeah, my ass gets tired early because of the freaking fallback time delayed daylight
And
savings bullshit.
Chaka said he would normally come up, however, he is watching the fight tonight. We're kind of playing favorites with. I don't think that fight's going to last very long, honestly.
Nah, probably
and
not.
I honestly don't care about sports. I just want to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked because fuck him. But real quick, we are watching the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I got a little info as it's starting here.
I'm just keep.
Yeah,
talking.
understood. Starring Martin Freeman. I don't know Mos Def's real name. I can't pronounce that. Zoe Deschanel and Sam Rockwell. Mos Def, that's his real name up there on the screen there.
Oh, Yoslin Vey.
Yeah, I did not know that. And then it is directed by Garth Jennings. The writers of the movie are Douglas Adams, who actually wrote the book. There are 3 books, by the way. And then Casey Kirkpatrick. Douglas wrote the books. The movie, when it comes to the books, the movie is basically all 3 books in one.
Yes, it was also they did a television show back in the day as well. A couple renditions.
And it was. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's not. The production on it was not very big.
Well, that's gonna happen.
And I get it. It was very low budget. It was made for TV, and it was made in like the 80s. So I get it. But the only
I think the story was written in the 40s, was it not?
I don't know, actually. That's actually something good to look up real quick. I do love the book. So
excuse me. So this is the first time I've ever
79 was when it was originally published.
This would be the second time. I actually watched it for the first time this past week.
It was originally published in 1979.
Oh, 79. Okay. And I absolutely fell in love with this movie on a philosophical level.
Okay.
It covers a lot of like personal philosophy that I have, or
I knew you'd like it, dude.
Yes, and I want to talk about it as we watch this movie.
I agree.
And this is why, because this movie hit me on a philosophical, like existential level. This is why I'm doing what I did. I bought some edibles. So
it's okay. Nobody's gonna watch tonight. Everybody's watching the fight. People will watch later.
We're getting stoned talking philosophy when it comes to Hitchhiker's Guide.
However,
anyway, go ahead.
Apart from the philosophical part, it's great British comedy.
It is.
It is. Absolutely. It is. It's right up the. It's not quite your Monty Python, but it's
great satire.
It's great satire.
It's well-written satire, yes.
And I've said it before. I'll say it a million times. I love Sam Rockwell. You put him in certain movies, I want to beat the shit out of him. But then you put him in something like this, and I just want to give him a big old hug. He's just a big dumb animal. I love him.
What was IMDb's rating on this?
Okay, excellent question. So I have IMDb out of 10. This was a 6.7.
Really?
Yeah, the numbers are shocking. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, out of 10, this is a 6.1.
Yeah.
Their popcorn meter, which is out of 5, which is the audience saying this is a 3.5. But for also the percentage of popcorn meter, this is the lowest number we've ever had for a movie at 65%.
Wow, I'm so shocked because I mean,
it's a great movie.
This was a good movie.
It is. I think the problem is it wasn't marketed very well, and it's become kind of a cult classic. And I don't always say it, but one of my heroes, Elon Musk, loves this movie. You and I mentioned that I was talking about this when Elon put that Tesla Roadster in space. On the screen, it says "Don't panic" in the same font as in this movie. So, he's known for putting his eccentricities out there.
Yeah.
So when I saw that video footage of the Tesla in space and it said "Don't panic," I lost my mind, laughing hysterically. The only problem I have with this movie is the beginning. The singing goes on just a little too long.
Yeah.
I do like the song, but it goes on a little too long for my taste.
Speaking of beginning, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button.
By the way, narrated by one of my favorite Brits, Stephen Fry.
Yes.
Stephen Fry does the narration.
So this
important popular fact that things are not always what they
I
so
love how
here in
it's
the
shot
beginning,
in like the small camcorder square.
yeah.
He was the most intelligent species occupying.
Okay, this whole thing right here about the intelligent species.
Second intelligent creatures were, of course, dolphins, who, curiously enough, had long.
I think it's reversed.
So
but
okay, it's talking about right now at the beginning it opens up at like SeaWorld. Dolphins are doing tricks, and they're gonna go into this story about the dolphins. But first they open up with humans thought they were the most intelligent, but no, it turns out they were the only third intelligent. Dolphins being second. They never tell us what the first one is. That has been
I never caught that. I never caught that.
Dude, that has been driving me bonkers all week.
I know who it is. It's Ford Prefect. Because
Okay.
Ford Prefect was on Earth. So it's basically saying Mos Def is the smartest person on the planet. Just saying.
Fair. That's a fair point.
I'm getting feedback on your end.
To do a double backward somersault through a hoop while
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I had it up a little too
So
loud.
long, and thanks for all the fish.
So yeah, where do these dolphins go? Like, how do they just hitchhike?
They basically I think they do a hitchhiking / shoot off into space because they're smart enough.
Okay, then how come? I know this is a science fiction movie, and that's one of the things I appreciate about this is because when we go into stuff like existentialism and nihilism and absurdism, and the purpose our purpose in the universe as compared to where we stand. And I'm getting really freaking mumbled over my speech right now. I apologize, but I always like sci-fi, science fictions. Really do those stories, those kind of stories, justice as compared to like fantasy.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's all I had to say.
Well, so I think the reason why I love the Alan Rickman's in this movie. I always forget Helen Mirren's in it. The cast of this movie is like phenomenal.
I would love to see this remade.
Ooh.
with a good solid British, like with a good solid British. Yeah, this is from 2005.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess you could. I think the reasons why the dolphins stay as long as they have is because they're getting free fish. But they also never say where the dolphins go.
This is true. So this is kind of on the premise. So is it the Vogon? Is that the enemy?
Vogons.
Or the
Vogons. Well, let's be honest. The Vogons are not bad guys. They're just
bureaucracy. Yeah.
They're your bureaucrats, and they're
the stampers.
They're a demo crew. Yeah,
they're the mindless drones of the government.
Yeah,
and that's one thing this movie is a critique on is
the stupidity of government,
redundant bureaucracy.
Yeah,
so not just bureaucracy, but redundant bureaucracy.
Well, and of course, I love a good British comedy. And they only do this in British comedies. Is they first do it one way and then they bring it back, because Arthur is sitting in his house, he's getting breakfast, and he realizes his house is being demoed. And then his house does get demoed, and then he's realizing the world is getting demoed. You know, it's
Yeah.
the bringing back the joke kind of thing. And of course, Martin Freeman.
There's the excess and
He's 5'8". He does not look 5'8".
didn't he play one of the Hobbits?
He was in the Hobbit movie, not the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but in the Hobbit movie.
Yeah, he was in the Hobbit movie, and then I know he played as Watson.
Yes, in the Sherlock Holmes TV series with guy who played Doctor Strange. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Anyway, it'll pop in my head later. But I wasn't a big fan of that Sherlock show.
I liked it. I like, but I see where you could. It was, but I love a razor. I love the joke there. He says, "Do you realize the damage that you would do to this bulldozer if it just ran over you?" He's like, "How much?" None at all. And most death, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude rolls in with a fucking cart of beer. That's how you get a construction crew to take a break. Free beer.
And they do. He's like, "Arthur, there you are." He doesn't even care or realize there's a bulldozer there.
Because he knows the planet's about to go bye-bye.
Well, okay, so interesting enough, if you'll pause it here real quick, because I got in the book, and I'm re-listening to the audio book, which I'll send you the link to. They have the whole thing on YouTube, by the way.
I got it. I got it.
Understood.
I've already downloaded it. I'm already ahead of it.
So in the book, Mos Def's character, whose name is Ford Prefect, convinces the head of the construction crew to take Arthur's place because he says, "Can we agree that you will not do anything if Arthur's still here?" He's like, "Yeah." He says, "Okay. So pretty much you have nothing to do today, right? Okay, so you lay down here. We're going to the bar." And the dude does it. And then, of course, obviously, by the time they get back, the house is gone. But I just thought that was just a little funny
the whole
thing.
bar scene is hilarious, dude.
Yeah. The patrons in the bar. It's like, what about my house?
So, and like, okay, also in this movie, each character, to me, and this is totally my opinion on it, represents a trait of humanity.
Oh, agreed.
Like you have Mos Def's character. He's kind of nonchalant. Nothing affects him.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. The main character,
Arthur.
He's like bewildered, confused, frustrated.
He worries about every little detail.
He's a worry wart. Yeah. Overly concerned, overthinks things. Yeah. Feels overlooked because he doesn't want his house.
The reason of the drinking beer is the sodium, by the way.
Because
you apparently need more salt and sodium to actually, because it'll mess with your head when you hitchhike.
I don't think there's really a lot of sodium in beer, though.
That's the way they explained it in the movies or in the book. Sorry, I'm just saying.
I've made beer before, lots of times.
I love that his home planet is named Beetlejuice, and Arthur's the first person he met.
So Beetlejuice isn't a planet; it's a galaxy.
Yes, it's a galaxy.
It's an actual galaxy. It is.
He lives on a small planet in the galaxy of Beetlejuice. Yes.
Beetlejuice, yeah.
He assumed that cars were the dominant being on the planet because there were so many of them when he got there, which is it kind of shows the excess of humanity that we have 4 million cars.
It's not just that, it shows how, from his perspective, being all over the cosmos, interacting with so many different types of beings, that he really doesn't know the difference between a car and a human. As
well, and it gets explained later when it not explained, but you kind of understand it later when you see Arthur going to the different places with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the biggest takeaways from this movie is how insignificant us humans are in the scope of the cosmos when it comes to our religions and our cultures and our social constructs and our politics and all of it is just so minusculely.
It's an atom in the thumbnail of a giant kind of thing.
It's a fucking passing fart in the passing wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Zoe Deschanel for a second?
Like in which way?
She has the best smile. I don't think she doesn't smile in this movie except for one scene. She's smiling the entire time. She smiles
a lot. So this character to me would exhibit like humanity's curiosity
and playfulness,
wanting to innovate, which comes with creativity and happiness and giddiness. Yeah. And
she's just a and
she's like I'm assuming she's a representation of humanity's bright side.
Yes, I agree. She is the yin to his yang. She is 100% opposite of him.
It's true. Yes,
because he's a worrywart, and she's like, "Fuck it, let's go to Madagascar." In this flashback, when he met her, and it's been like a couple of years, and he remembers her from this one meeting, this one party, several years ago. Essentially,
there's an interesting conflict right here. As much as he wants to go, he knows realistically he's tied down by his income. He needs to go to his job. He's got his bills. He can't just. He's that representation of that
reality
worker that can't get away sometimes and take a vacation.
Well, it's not even taking the vacation. It's like she's a real. Let's throw caution to the wind. If we go broke, we go broke. Who cares?
Yeah,
we'll eat off the trees. Who cares?
Yeah, but she's a college educated doctor, scientist that has that kind of time and resources to do something like that.
Sam Rockwell. I love how he's got that. What is that toy that when it blows and rolls out? He's holding it like a cigarette or a cigar, and he blows it like. Brr. How you doing?
He really brings the tism. He really brings the tism.
He's all over the place. This lady at the bar freaks me out. She stares at them the entire time.
I noticed that. That was creepy. She's like these guys are acting weird. I'm just observing them.
She's like, she just stares at Mos Def like it's the first black guy she ever saw.
Now, he did make a comment about making sure to eat the peanuts and stuff because of the salt.
Salt, right.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love the bartender. Should we put a bag over our heads? Or he's like, try. It's not going to help, but whatever. And then they do it. The whole time in the bar, Arthur forgot about his house. Which I'd be pissed as well. I get it. Because he owned the house.
Man, those guys flew through that beer, though.
Yeah, they did.
I'm surprised there's not a line at the porta potty.
That would have been funny. They're the only ones. The construction workers running Ray. Arthur's assuming because he came home and his house is destroyed. No, they're noticing the spaceships above them, the Vogon fleet.
Yeah.
Which, how cool does the Vogon fleet look? I'm sorry, it looks awesome.
So they come in and they surround the entire planet like
it's nothing.
Yeah, they just surround it like a force field of like battle or like ships, and they just vaporize it.
Yeah, well, in the books they mentioned that, they hovered over like Cape Canaveral and all these places that are searching for aliens, but unseen because of their technology is better.
Gotcha.
And the Vogons be ugly dudes, man. Hunchback, ugly green dudes. How much do you think a Vogon weighs? Honestly, got to be at least 350 pounds minimum.
I was thinking 300 to 500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're big.
depending on what size you have.
Well, they're at least. I love
The whole world
all
is
over the
screaming.
world is screaming.
The sheep are fleeing. And there's the fucking guy.
There's the people in the bar
club
putting
with a
bags
bag.
over their heads and laying down. You know, in the book, they mentioned that right before the destruction of Earth, a girl in a bar is sitting by herself, and she figured out a way to fix humanity so we're not chasing green bits of paper. But it was all forgotten because the Earth was exploded after.
So if you know the Earth, because I noticed you see some people running, and you see this one person casually sitting there reading the paper, like, "Oh well."
What,
How would you take? Would you panic or be calm?
No, I think I'd be upset, but I'd be like, well, I'm not going to go outside because what's the point?
I would be stoned. I would tell you that.
Oh, I think I would. I think it would be
Drugs.
Yeah, something. I just said I'm like, I want one last cigarette, kind of thing.
This whole space travel thing, man.
The hitchhiking,
is like one of those science fiction things that they just totally ignore reality.
Oh yeah, it's. Yeah. I don't think the physics holds up.
No, like because later on in the movie, they say something like, and it's widely known that you can hold your breath in space for 30 seconds and some shit like that. This
and the
is
chances of getting picked up.
Poof.
That is a cool shot.
They
the Earth exploding. And that the Vogon fleet is not small.
No.
You got to figure there was a ship for every, what would you say, a mile? So
yeah, well, probably
in 1 mile, 1 mile from each other in each
100,000 square miles or some shit.
Not even because in England alone there was like 15 ships. England's not that big.
Yeah,
I love the representation of the book here. They explain in the book of this movie that if you are actually if the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is a book in the movie, if it was in a actual paper form, you would have to carry around 4 large buildings with you. That's why it's digitized.
About right.
Because it's
you know what? I want to take a moment to give a shout out since they're doing more because we're about to roll into a break. I want to give a shout out to the QR code down in the bottom right there. It's their Discord link.
That way you can watch the movie with us.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on a podcast and you can't see that, hit us up on TikTok. It's on there too, and Instagram and Facebook.
Only when we're live.
You can join us and watch the movie with us as we watch it. So,
or not just this episode, but for future episodes as well.
Yeah, every Friday starting at 8 next week.
Correct.
And let me grab one of these commercial breaks and badoo.
Looking at the screen, flicker and flash, retro vibrant old school clash, commercial.
It's that time of year. And you know what that means. Ghosts. Get ready for the spookiest collection of videos you've ever seen. Tantalizing tales from master storytellers like Steven Spielberg and Jim Henson.
I like it!
Spooktacular special effects and spellbinding visual magic. Get ready for the unexpected.
Hello, Dad.
And some of the drop-dead spookiest characters you'll ever meet. Take home Michael Keaton in Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Steven Spielberg's The Goonies and Gremlins.
Get out of the house.
Plus the witches.
You are in for a treat.
Adam's Family Reunion.
That's the spirit.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in Double Toil and Trouble. And Scooby-Doo's Arabian Nights and more.
They went that away.
It's weird and wild fun for the whole family. Don't miss out. Collect them today. Great Halloween movies from Warner Home Video.
You like it?
The most wicked treat of all.
Go ahead. Make my millennium.
This Halloween, Blockbuster Video has a special treat for your whole family. You can take home any of these great Halloween classics for just $7.99. Or rent 2 movies and get them for $3.99. Now, if that's not a reason to scream, what is? Make it a Blockbuster fright.
Turner Home Entertainment presents a bag full of Halloween treats from Cartoon Network Video. First, it's Scooby-Doo. He's hot on the trail of some Halloween fiends in 2 video adventures. Scooby, his nephew Scrappy-Doo, and the rest of the gang unravel a ghostly mystery. In Halloween Hassle at Dracula's Castle. Then Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Dum put a new twist on the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Zoinks! A headless horseman!
That's right, the Mystery Machine chases the Headless Horseman of Halloween. And both of these Scooby-Doo videos come with bonus cartoons for 60 minutes of fun and mystery. But there's more.
What was that?
Can Fred and Barney survive one night in a spooky mansion? It's the Flintstones in A Haunted House Is Not a Home. These Scooby-Doo and Flintstones videos are priced at a frighteningly low $12.98 or less. And each one is uniquely packaged in the cool style of the Cartoon Network. No other brand gives you such extreme packaging. Then follow the adventures of 5 ordinary kids on an extraordinary Halloween night they'll never forget.
Anything's possible on Halloween.
Parents' Choice, Emmy, and Film Advisory Board Award winner. The Halloween Tree, only $14.98 or less. Each of these Cartoon Network videos come with a special offer from Life Touch Portrait Studios. Kids love the Cartoon Network, so these videos will make a cool addition to the family library. Also available, Casper the Friendly Ghost in these 3 creepy capers, only $9.98 or less. Start a new Halloween family tradition. Have a party with all these animated classics at your house from Cartoon Network Video and Turner Home Entertainment.
Get ready to scream with laughter.
Let's kill all of you!
Homer!
Sorry.
It's The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror on DVD and video. 12 spooky tales of spine-tingling chills and unimaginable dangers that will blow your mind. Plus exclusive footage of those galactic green dudes.
My name is Kang. This is my sister, Kodos. Hello.
It's guaranteed to scare you silly. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Possess it now on DVD and
Need straight from a stash. Got a minute long, quick, let the time dash. Grab a drink, crack, fizz, pop, sizzle.
Man, those looked way too familiar. We got a
Right?
pocket running this fucking show. Jesus. But, you know what's funny though about this? I love Scooby-Doo, guys. Scooby-Doo is
I
like
do too.
my ultimate. I'm talking about the old original ones. Now all this
Oh, yeah,
new
yeah.
shit, I'm not a fan of. But my 2 dogs, Molly and Pepper. Molly's
Mhm.
this big, tall, brown dog that loves to eat, and she's always next to my side. And then the lovable, giant. And then Pepper is the small, scrappy. Fucking one always wanting to get into fights and shit. Molly's all scared of thunder and shit, and Pepper's like, let's go fight a fucking horse. and I'm their owner, the fucking stoner. Anyway, guys, welcome back. Jeff, ready to get back into it, my man.
I am.
Oh, let's give a shout out to the merch and bio link and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
Yes.
right now at the bottom of your screen, you see the bio.link/nonsensical network, where you can find all the shows we do. And of course, don't forget nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com, where you can find all our merch and you can spread us on you.
That
I
made it
want-
extra creepy.
Yeah, it did. I want to build a cover for a tablet that looks like this book. I think that'd be cool as fuck. Right?
Upcoming 3D printer fantasies of
yes.
garage.
Like I will literally
I hope you do
design a printer or a print to hold, and do like a cardboard cover.
You should make them for Kindles.
Yes, that's actually kind of genius. Although I want the real thing too, because apparently it has all the information on the galaxy. I love how it tells you why it's the greatest book ever.
Which is funny because that's one of the satire things it's pointing out with like religion. The sake of the Bible. The Bible itself tells you it's true. The Bible's true because it's pointing out that satire.
Yeah.
That's why I love this movie. It was shit like this that made me fall in love with this movie. It's critique on contemporary, and the thing is, like, from when it was first written in 1979 up until this movie was made, like, it doesn't lose its age. Like,
right.
It ages very well.
I love it. He's like, so you're not from Guilford? So you find out that's how Ford Prefect kind of makes his living. He writes for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So his job is to
no lie.
Travel around
sounds like a fun ass job. Dangerous.
I'm ready to take that job. I'm ready to take that job tomorrow.
Speaking of jobs, you know what I forgot to look into? What the fuck news the other night? Like yelling at bosses. I forgot to check that out.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link.
He has this big Lebowski kind of look to him, wearing the fucking robe,
wearing the bathrobe. But I mean, technically, he hasn't even gotten dressed.
So I don't understand the whole towel thing.
Okay,
don't panic,
the towel.
Don't be.
Okay, pause it, and I can explain the towel thing. Okay, in the book, it explains the towel. If a non-hitchhiker sees a hitchhiker with a towel, they will automatically assume that you have other things, such as a toothbrush, a shampoo, so on and so, and snacks. So they will not mind letting you borrow theirs or them giving you one because they assume, oh, because you lost it, but you still got your towel, so you're still good. And when you're hitchhiking through the galaxy, the towel is one of the most useful things you can use because depending on where you are, you can use it as a sail to go down some river in some other planet, lay on the beach in another planet, or hide under it in another planet. But the most important thing is if you see a fruit, and I'll explain what fruit is, a fruit with a towel, he knows what he's doing. A fruit is a altogether good-looking, smart dude. That's a fruit. So look at that fruit, Ford Prefect. Now that's a guy that really knows where his towel is.
My mind is fucking blown.
When you go,
how come I never watched this?
When you listen to the audiobook, you are gonna laugh so hard in the first 20 or under the first hour. You will die laughing. It is a 10-hour audiobook, but it's worth every second. It is hilarious.
Well, I started reading it myself before I did the audiobook. This is one of those stories.
Understood.
I want to.
But it also is narrated. I think it's narrated by Stephen Fry as well. So it's kind of a win.
No lies. If I would have, I'd fall asleep listening to it.
I do every night.
Yeah.
I'm like on my fifth
every night.
I literally, as I start to fall asleep, I hit pause, and I usually miss like the last hour.
He fucking wakes up
But-
every morning in a puddle of cum after fucking.
But that's
listening to
why.
Hitchhiker's Guide to
That's
the Galaxy.
That's why he's so. The whole talent
So
thing is most deaf.
Most Def, what's his name again?
Ford Prefect.
Ford. He's a fruit.
Yes.
He's a fruit, my dude.
And let me.
Fruit. That's like I'm like starting to try to like come up with Big Lebowski memes now.
So
fruitism. I'm digging it.
Let's see.
So this is when they're starting to explain who the Vogons are.
Yes.
How they're this like tightly wound, by the book.
So
make sure you dot your I's, cross your T's, check it twice in triplicate TPS report due every Monday. Like bureaucrats, like they're dicks. They're like silent dickheads.
Yes. So a fruit is a shrewd, smart, wary, cautious guy.
Oh, so he wouldn't be a fruit. He's not.
But he actually gets called. It's a person that really knows what they're doing.
This is cool.
The Babblefish?
So, yes. But
I love it.
Also at the same time, like there's always been this idea, if everybody could communicate, we're all on the same page, we wouldn't have any wars. Well, this is a demonstration how that is, it's
bullshit.
That's a bullshit. It's bullshit. Yeah. Look, we can all speak the same shit. Look at the internet. We can all communicate now, but we're still fucking fighting wars.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
But I want a Babblefish.
This movie for you philosophy nerds out there that love a good comedy at the same time that hits those philosophical notes, like this is by far fucking one of the best.
Right?
Like, yeah, the rating I'm giving this movie is really good. Speaking of rating, guys, once a week we're doing about a minute rating, kind of dropping it like on a Wednesday or something. Jeff and I will review some movie that we've watched or a television show recently. And this week was the new Hellboy movie. Check that out on the socials.
Your mini review.
I give it a scathing review.
Oh wow! You destroyed that movie.
It was a horrible movie,
dude. The Vogon henchmen are in what are those? What are those sex body like? What's it like? The guy that dragged them in, what do they call it? The grapper? Gimp suit. Yeah. He's wearing a gimp suit. Yeah.
He's in a gimp suit, and then like you can tell by their status, they're like wearing like business suits, like a
what you would call a business suit, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, if you're a big fart turd looking.
How cool is this microphone dropping down?
That's the ultimate mic drop.
Right? It's very compact. I love the poetry. It's supposedly the worst thing you can ever hear. But
so
really
the backdrop on this ship, it's like it's dank, it's rusty, it's mildewy.
It literally looks like it's moist all the time.
Yeah, it's like the inside of the toilet area of a camping area. Like you go camping and you go in, it's at that hole and it's all nasty around. It's that kind of icky feeling.
Really bad concrete that's got mildew and mold everywhere.
Yeah.
Most Def, listening to this poetry, his facial expressions are genius. Where the other guy is just like, this ain't that bad.
He's like, yeah, it sucks, it's boring, but I mean, I'm British.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm British.
You can't scare me. I'm British. I like that. I'm going to use that. What are they tied? They look like they're tied up with giant rubber bands.
It does. But they break apart real easy here in a moment.
Yeah. Please. Look, he's
like
completely exhausted.
These are some ugly looking things. I should have snagged some pictures of these Vogons.
I got a picture.
You got one?
I mean, I'm going to do a screenshot here in a second.
I was so happy to watch this again. I'm not going to lie.
I told you.
Like, this is one of those movies I'm definitely going to watch over and over. And there's not very many. There's not many movies on that list in my book.
So this is a Vogon. As soon as it loads, this is the head Vogon.
Oh, it looks like if a frog fucked a Sasquatch.
Yeah, but not. But in like a hate way.
Goblin.
In a hate way. It wasn't nice. It wasn't gentle. Like there were some issues there.
It was the one with all the birth.
But he also has got like a little bit of pig nose. But it's.
They're just foul, vile-looking creatures, but they're made to look like that. It's supposed to. That's like.
And they're not that they're bad guys. They're just dumb. They're bureaucrats.
Yeah, they just do. They don't think. They're just there to stamp a paper.
Useless. Yeah, resistance is useless.
It's like going. It's like going to the DMV of hell.
Mm-hmm. Which they show the DMV here of space is genius.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, wrong window. Go to the next one. Nope. Wrong window. Go to the next one. Sorry, you got to refile this paper 2 windows down. You forgot to get this stamp 4 windows that way.
I love it. He's trying to get out and he's turning dials and hitting buttons, but it does nothing.
So this is the part where they get sucked out, and it's like, it's widely known
the science is terrible. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson would have a heart attack watching this movie because of the science and accuracy.
It in a way, it points out the absurdity of humanity when it in comparison to the weirdness of the universe.
Agreed.
You know, so
and also our lack of knowledge.
Yeah, and absolutely. That's
the misdirect. The misdirect of them thinking they're going to be sucked out the back wall and then they drop. I find genius because I was like, they're going to be sucked out.
We're all because every other movie we've ever seen, you know, it's already in our heads.
It's a great misdirect. And then the phone. And he's still got a picture of Zoe Deschanel on his phone. And that was
years later.
Well, the thing is, it's like he thought he was gonna, you know. I love that.
I should have called that number. I need to do that.
My Zoom does international. I'm just saying.
Dude, I used to have an international plan when I lived in Guam. Those things were not cheap, but it made it cheaper than not. So this is so weird.
The infinite realities machine that they use is kind of genius. How would you not like to wake up as a sofa? And well, she kind of, you know, Zoe Deschanel says the perfect thing here. Because of the way this machine that they use, the heart, what is it? The Heart of the Galaxy is the name of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, pause it right there when it shows the crowd. I want to show you something. You might have to rewind it a hair. I found something interesting. Go ahead.
Go ahead, just explain it.
Well, if you look at that crowd, there's some of them that are in the back they can't see the screen no matter where they're talking, where they're seeing it. So the setup of that crowd and whoever set up the screens did a shit job. It's like horrible because there's people where the screen is facing the camera, but not the people. There it is. See the people behind him, behind the screen? The screen is facing this way, not the people behind it.
Oh.
So it makes zero sense.
I did not catch that.
I caught that when I was watching it the other day. I was like,
I
kidnap myself.
Like,
and
how
I'm
does
taking
this,
this to-
the absurdity of this? He kidnaps
Well, he's the president of
himself.
the galaxy, and he's got his towel. He won the worst dressed sentient being contest.
Vote Beetle Brox for stupid. Don't vote.
I love
This
that.
is funny.
If there's anything more important than my ego on this ship, I want to cut chat right now.
He's the representation of humanity, of like the big ego and the narcissism.
The egomaniac,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's not human in this.
No, but I'm saying each character is a representative
right.
of a trait of humanity, our humanity.
Mm-hmm. Improbability drive. The big button.
I'm not mad at this scene in the slightest.
I'm not either.
Ooh, wardrobe, high five. I love the towel around his head.
Well, once again, the towel, if you could, and you'll hear him call Ford a prude.
Yeah.
If you're going around the galaxy and you got a towel, that's kind of like the smart thing to have.
There you go. Never leave home without your towel.
Amen to that. I'm gonna start.
I wish I had
towel around.
God, now I wish I had a towel fucking.
I have one
graphic.
upstairs. I need to go
Towel
grab a
from
towel.
South Park.
Oh yeah, I can get that.
Yeah. Not mad at that. So this character right here, of course,
Alan Rickman.
Marvin, he represents humanity's sadness.
Well, or depression.
Well, depression, sadness, self-doubt.
Yeah.
Shit like that, yeah. Concern where they fit in with their surroundings.
Well, or doing a job that does nothing. You know what I mean? Because technically, Rickman's character doesn't need to exist, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I did a promo video with my joint character, and the AI voice I used. Of course, I sped it up a bit. Was
right.
Alan's freaking voice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So the doors. I want to do my doors of my house like this.
What's that, with the number on them?
Yeah. No, with the side.
Oh, the heavy sigh.
The
Tally.
side. There he is.
That's the towel I'd never leave home without. Want to get high?
We want to get high. All the doors have been programmed to have, what does it say? A sunny disposition.
Yes.
I'm telling you, as soon as I get my printer, I'm gonna print me a life-size Marvin to keep in my house.
Dude, I wouldn't mind having one of those to hold my Alexa thing. I fucking
right? Well, the one I showed you, yeah?
Yeah, I'd fucking.
They got ones that are R2D2. They're R2D2 ones too.
I would prefer to have Marvin.
I agree.
My ex-wife made references to this movie a lot. She really liked it. But I had never watched it because her movie opinions kind of like clashed with mine. So I think it's probably one reason why I never did.
Right.
Anyway, when I was watching this, I'm like, I like this movie, but I like it for different reasons.
Yeah, I like it for the comedy where you're seeing things I didn't think of.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see Ford
Yeah, I
Brief
put
that
on-
holds
when-
up his
when-
towel in front of him? Like
when
to hide.
when I watched this the first time, usually I like watching a movie the first time for entertainment, and then I like to watch it for like an analysis. And I just went ahead and put the analysis.
There he goes. He called him a
add-on.
prude. He's like, "What are you doing
A
here, you
fruit.
big prude?"
Pre-
You're such a good prude.
This is Z5 People Props.
Fruit.
Which is the same one that stole
Semi half brother. He shares 3 of the
semi.
No, man, I'm not
Shares
Lebowski.
3 and a
The
half,
fruit.
3.5 of the same mothers as me.
Like I'm the fruit, dude. So would that mean they're from the same planet at least?
No, I think they'd met before. I think his character used to hitchhike as well before he became president.
Oh, okay.
But they are related. They're semi half brothers. They share
Like, I
3
wanna-
of the
I
same
wanna-
mothers.
I want to explore more of the like canon behind the movie. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Like
I agree. I think the book goes in a little bit more detail.
Yeah. I could just see a nice little franchise.
Oh,
like a
100%.
modern day franchise with this, man. It'd be so
I think
good.
that's the downfall of this movie. It didn't get the praise that it should have, because like this is right up there with like. I don't want to put it on the level of Spaceballs, but it's like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like
I
a
would
parody,
want
but
it-
like a better one.
I wouldn't want Disney to have anything to do with it. I would want the group of actors like Seth Rogen and God, my fucking brain is
No, you know who
fried
would do
right now.
really well with it is Seth MacFarlane.
Yes, perfect.
Although he's already got a
Yes.
space thing going called the Orville, which by the way I think you'd like.
Because he is great at satire. He's pretty good
Mhm.
at satire. Yeah. Or even the fucking island shit.
Oh,
the Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizards would do well with it. Although they fucked up Dukes of
I think
Hazzard.
they would
so-
add a whole different their own
Yeah, but
their
they-
own twist to it.
I agree. That doesn't sound good. I love that he's so stupid. He doesn't know he's the president of the galaxy, which kind of another satire
Yeah, this
thing.
is what I don't understand. He's the president of the galaxy. He pretty much owns that ship. He can go anywhere in the fucking galaxy.
He smacked her ass.
Have they
Yes, but
explained
as
where they're going and why?
No, not yet. As the president of the galaxy, it's basically more of a he's just a figurehead.
When they do get to the part where they're going to explain what they're ultimately what the MacGuffin
I think that's
is
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pause it so you can explain it.
All right.
Movie lingo. Do you know what a MacGuffin is?
Yeah, it's the thing that's causing the issue.
Yeah,
So to speak.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like movie lingo. MacGuffin.
I do.
I need.
I don't get to use it enough. I don't get to use it enough.
I will make it I will try to get in the habit of bringing a movie lingo word every week.
There you go. That way we can all learn.
Yes, this tonight is brought to you by the word MacGuffin.
There you go. You need to put it on our background so it says MacGuffin underneath your head or something. So she's kind of like I guess she's the VP.
Please come back now. This is ridiculous.
He would since he's like she would be like
his
director
chief of staff,
of state. Yeah,
or chief of staff. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to say VP, but
She's obviously in
Definitely
some position of power.
second in command.
Yeah. I look. They won't even chase him until they have the proper documentation to chase after him.
And it's so funny later when they do capture him, and it just took them. All they did is go in, fill out paperwork to get them right out. Just easy, like in. They couldn't stop.
It's bureaucracy.
Couldn't stop it. There's no slowing down the wheels of.
Tell me you don't want to try this drink that Zayfod's making.
What's that? Oh, this drink, yeah.
Yes, I want to try it. The Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. It's like having your brain smashed out with a slice of lemon wrapped around a gold brick.
So I noticed lemons are a constant thing throughout this story.
I don't have an explanation for that one.
I don't either. That's something I need to look into the relationship of.
I think it does.
I know later on he uses for his brain.
He uses that lemon juicer.
Yeah. Some of it.
It's like
and
a
they just mentioned
cap.
lemons. They just mentioned lemons in the drink, and later on there's another lemon reference as well.
What's with the two-head thing? So you can't be president with a whole brain.
Interesting.
Yeah. Makes me more presidential, he says. Doug, I want this machine too. Anything you're thinking it will make?
This is supposed to be tea.
Yeah, it doesn't look like tea at all.
Looks like mud.
Yeah.
Looks like smoky, steamy mud.
It looks like it came from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah. Dude, if you don't know what a good cup of tea is, man. Oh.
I agree. There is such thing as a really good cup of tea. So
yeah, I got
his little his digs at her of why she took off.
Mm-hmm. I want this.
I want
so you stick your head in this machine,
and it figures out what you're craving,
and it creates it.
I love the lightsaber butter knife.
It's like a little lightsaber butter knife that toasts the bread as you cut it.
But I see a problem with this. No, but I see a problem with this. That means your whole loaf of bread is toasted on one side, so it's cold on one side and hot on the other. That's a problem for me.
Well, the way she was waving it around, though, was
it did the lightsaber.
Yeah, like what are you doing, bitch? Don't.
She comes with an inch into his face.
Give me a fucking Lorena Bobbitt.
And there's the mice. As you see, two of them. They can explain it a little bit. Oh, that's right. She doesn't know the Earth has been blown up yet.
No.
On Zaphod's orders. Buttons are
Dude, that's why, because he's a
here's the explanation. Okay, let keep playing because I gotta remember.
Okay.
So he found I guess you would call this a memory card, but it's a little glass cube. And so I've seen it. It's rubbish. The Magrathian Public Advisory. A race of pan-dimensional.
About the meaning of life, they commissioned two of their brightest and best to design and build a stupendous supercomputer.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this. You can explain it.
Okay, so several hundred years ago, Magrathians, which was a planet, were constantly bickering about the meaning of life. So they created this giant computer they called Deep Thought. And what it was to do was to find out the meaning of life. But when they asked it, they didn't say, what is the meaning of life? They said, what is the answer to everything, all life and everything. And when they Deep Thought, the big computer, said, "Oh, I'll have to think about that. Come back in," well, I forget what it said, like 200 years. They go back and it goes, "I haven't figured out the answer yet, but what I did was I created a supercomputer to find out that answer."
To find the ultimate question to that answer.
Yeah, the question to the answer, because her answer is 42.
But they don't know what the question.
They don't. She said, they were like, 42. What the hell does that mean? And she's like, well, you didn't ask me what the question was. You used to ask me the answer for everything. And the answer for everything is 42.
So, but they don't
I'm not
know
mad
the
at it
ultimate-
because
yeah.
it's a round number, so I'm okay with it. The life, universe, and everything. That was the answer. The answer to what?
And that
Life,
would be
universe, and everything.
that character behind Hitchhiker's Guide title. That's
Deep Thought.
Deep Thought.
7.5 million years it sat there thinking about this.
Oh, so
no,
it wasn't.
there's more.
So it wasn't
back.
hundreds of years. It was.
It was
millions.
7.5 million years. They go back. I love it. And the Deep Thought is literally just watching TV.
So this guy, okay, this right here, this scene kind of made me think about how you were saying 7 million years, that there was a system in place to keep track of this potential knowledge that they were going to get in 7 million years.
7.5 million years.
Yeah, so they had to have this fucking forethought to go through cultural changes and all that time to retain the idea that, hey, one of these days,
One day we're going to find out the real answer.
Yeah. Well,
And it's like a big celebration, almost like a bicentennial. Hey, don't forget on November 25th.
It coincided with me watching this podcast or listening to this podcast recently. And the gentleman was talking about if we had the capability of going 99.99999% the light of speed, we could get to the edge of the Milky Way and back in like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
However, that pilot or that crew would have only aged 2 years, but by the time they get back to Earth, thousands of years have went by.
Right.
So the system that they would have to put in, the future linear thinking of humanity would have to think like that instead of our bickering right now.
Mm-hmm.
In order to maintain the system to think, okay, we're going to send this pilot out 2 years for them, but humanity is going to be moving on for thousands of years. Like the changes, I mean, is that societies is when that crew gets back, is that society even going to exist anymore? Anyway, it was just really
well, that's the other thing. The same two kids who age but don't age.
This is weird, yeah. So apparently that was the system.
They're like 14, and they 7.5 million later, they just look like 14 with gray hair.
Well, see, that's the thing. Space time is relative where you're located in the cosmos. So it could be 7 million years, but whenever they travel back to their planet.
Well, they were on their planet because it's on Magrathea.
I thought they traveled off and they came.
No, they built Deep Thought on Magrathea. So, the difference is they might judge years different ways.
Differently, yeah.
Like we judge a year of 365 days, they might do it in 365 seconds.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It's like the whole time thing is that's space. Anyway, I told you.
Or they went to sleep the whole time. Yeah,
I'm on drugs tonight.
Because look at them; they still look 14. They just have gray and white hair.
No.
And they've changed spaces. Yeah. You're not gonna like it, she says. We must know.
The answer to the ultimate
The
question
big question,
of life, the universe,
universe, and everything.
is
Fucking 42, bitches.
42.
I spoiled it.
No, but I love how everybody's just like, somebody just screams out 42.
They're
What
wearing
was that
think
shit?
deep, think deep, think
Yeah.
deep. Fucking 42. What?
That's not a question. Only when you know the question will you know what the answer means. That's the ultimate question. I can't. But there is one who can. A computer that
Why didn't they just ask what is the meaning of life? I mean, that's the ultimate
That's the
question.
thing. I mean,
They try to be all scientific about it, but and because apparently they could only ask one question.
because I think maybe this society's past the point of asking what the purpose of life is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So-
Like
so
they're advanced enough
she
to realize
told-
that there is no purpose.
She told those two beings, I guess they're the rulers of Magrathea, that she will design a supercomputer, and those two will be transformed into smaller beings in that supercomputer.
And that's what those cubes are.
No. The cube is the memory.
Oh.
They're the mice.
Oh, the mice down there.
Yeah, those two mice. That's them.
I love my thumbnails. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
yeah,
I know
that
it's
little
been
glass
like-
cube. That little glass cube is like a
everybody's
memory
watching the
stick.
fight tonight, but I'm having a blast.
I wasn't going to watch the fight even if I wanted to.
Nah, I probably would have.
It doesn't affect me either way.
On.
Magrathea. So the infinite probability drive. This is genius. This is a nice way of explaining. Like, okay, do you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy when they do the time jumps? Where they not time jumps, but they jump really fast through those weird hexagon things. This is the same thing.
So basically, I want to say, and I'm not a physicist, but I want to say they're using string theory or
wormholes.
Like the wormholes, or they're like there's a clump of yarn and it's like moving from one yarn to the next through a wormhole or something like that.
But when it comes down to it, the infinite probability drive,
But yeah, you're going through
you're going through every possibility to end up where you want to go.
like a universe where everybody's a rubber ducky.
Yeah,
or a universe
or
here, everything's yarn.
Everything's made out of
which
yarn.
is pretty funny.
Fucking hilarious.
I thought this was pretty dope.
And how bad do you want like a Marvin made out of yarn? I want a yarn Marvin.
I got online looking for an AI generator that could do this for us.
Right?
I couldn't.
I love.
Find
Okay,
one, man.
so the normality of him throwing up, and then it coming out as yarn, and then he comes out as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So much better than actual vomit.
This is true. That's another thing. This is a great family movie. I'm not a big family movie kind of guy.
This is 100% a family movie.
Because I think a lot of PG-13 movies are just made PG-13 put ass in seats. So
Right.
they're not as good in my
But
opinion.
this one, like, you don't have to worry about
This
somebody
one
flashing
is a
boobs
well
or-
done family movie.
Agreed. This is something you can watch with anybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about something weird shit.
This is an appropriate family movie because of all the ideas that's generated from it.
You know,
And
it almost, you almost have to watch this through the eyes of a child to find it as funny as I do. Because when they show up as yarn, cracks me up.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're on this planet where, that's right.
The bicycle's got square wheels, dude. That
No,
fucking
but this whole planet, their belief in God is not God. It's that we were sneezed out of the nose of a giant being.
Yeah.
which I find hilarious.
Oh, those
they-
arguments. Those are. It's like the spaghetti monster thing.
Yeah.
Or Chalutlu, or Chalutlu. I don't know.
I love how the 5 Asian girls are one girl.
Yes. Yes.
I think I've been here before. This woman that Ford sees, and he's like, I've been here before.
Is that a whorehouse?
I don't know.
That's the vibe I got.
I think it's more of a bar.
Or it's some kind of night.
Oh no, this is the church. This is the church that they worship the being that sneezed out the universe, and they're waiting for the giant handkerchief.
Ford, where he went.
I think it was more of a bar, like a hangout.
Okay.
Instead of saying amen, they say a chew.
John Malkovich. Hell yes.
How you doing? Nice.
This was the cast
handkerchief
in
is
this
coming.
movie was great.
It's genius.
I really enjoyed the cast. I'm actually shocked that she didn't play in more movies.
Who's that? Zoe?
Zoe Chanel, Deschelle or whatever.
Hey, Chanel.
Yeah.
She's done a bunch of things.
I know she did. Well, yeah. I mean, I know she did a TV show that I don't know did very well. But I don't know. I just expected to see her in more comedy movies.
Achoo. And then he wipes it. He's like, yes. Bless you.
Bless you, my sneeze.
And yes. The best, oddly weird nod at the goofiness of religion. I love it.
Yes, as an atheist, I appreciate this whole entire scene. It just takes a jab at the whole,
but the nicest jab possible.
Oh yeah, making fun of it by turning it into a sneeze into existence, and absolutely.
And that the great handkerchief is coming to clean
It's
up
genius.
after it.
Genius, right,
dude?
Okay,
I
this
want his
fucking
glasses.
threw me when he took his glasses off, and he's just 2 holes. Fucking
genius,
phenomenal.
And his lower body being all these weird legs. Was it like 16, 18 legs?
He's just mechanical.
Yeah. Well, to be president, you can't have a whole brain, and he's kind of a psychopath.
Mm-hmm. But he's not a president, though.
No, but he was running.
Oh.
He was running against Zaphod and lost.
So in order to be president, you have to be like half of something?
No, you can't have a whole brain to be president.
I just want to say there's been something.
Okay.
Which means you can't critically think.
Oh, and since he heads religion, it clicked.
Exactly.
That level,
it's a real subtle
that level.
Now, him outside I can't tell if he's outside or inside the bar.
I dig it.
But this woman, you only see her shoes, and her shoes are taller than he is.
She's about fucking 10 stories up or some shit.
And he's like, no, I haven't been ignoring you. I've been stranded on a strange planet. I didn't ghost you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, his minion is a robot.
You think they're all robots?
I don't know.
Think about it.
Oh, he used to be a space pirate. And he has the coordinates for the improbability drive.
Okay. Oh, so all those little cubes are like SD cards.
Yeah, they're like SD cards or USBs or
fair.
Which I think would be cool. I'll get you gun. Oh, that's right. I want one of those guns that they find on Magrathea. My word is present. So he says, well, I'll give you the coordinates to Magrathea if you give me something in exchange.
So he takes his other head.
His second head. Which is
fucking weird, dude.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh no. He cuts it out like,
with
gross.
The weirdest buzzsaw ever.
And it's not dead.
No. That's once again, the science is thrown out the
Puts
window.
it on a fucking Hawaiian doll with the fucking sign that says stupid pointing up.
Well, that was his whole strategy for the election, was to just call him stupid. Which is kind of life imitating art.
It is.
Right? Yeah, you see that?
That's why I said this. That's why I said this movie ages well, because it's a critique on contemporary times.
Yeah.
Since its inception.
They have headlights where their eyes are.
Oh, so, those are the Vogon soldiers.
Those are Vogon soldiers. But Vogon soldiers are worse shots than stormtroopers. They actually mention it, that they are considered the worst shots on the planet, in the universe.
I like how he uses the towel.
He's so without his second head. He's so stupid. He just stands there doing his normal Sam Rockwell dances.
Well, I just like how Ford uses the towel like it was a force field or a shield. I was like, that's what made me question the towels. Like, what the fuck are the towels? They're like some sort of
Hitch Hiker thing.
Some like
I love
Osmo's power or some shit.
No, it's just a hitchhiking thing.
There. It's a metaphor for something.
Yeah.
I just haven't put my finger.
Aerosol deodorant. The Vogons are so stupid. She has a deodorant aerosol, and she's like, "Don't attack or we'll get him." And they're like, "Wait, will that actually kill him?" Now she's taken by the Vogons. And of course, the Vogons are shooting at them. Yeah.
What was her name?
Trinity. Trillian. Yes, Trillian.
Trillian. Which is a weird name for a human. I'm just saying.
Right? I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Anyway, so Ford and Arthur escaped with the president. Trillian. She got captured by the Vogon.
Yeah, her Earth name is Trisha, but she changed it to Trillian to make it sound more spacey. You might have to turn down your volume. I'm getting
yeah.
Yeah.
This
he's talking to the computer. It hates me.
So are you a fan of, because this show kind of reminds me, are you a fan of Doctor Who?
I've never seen it. I wanted to start watching, but I can't find it anywhere. Because I'd like to watch it just to see if I would like it. But yeah, it does give Doctor Who vibes because it is very British, which is also Doctor Who is very British.
And the science. There's a couple hiccups.
Yeah, that's okay.
I've been wanting to rewatch Doctor Who because when I first started watching it, I watched it with
the steering wheel cracks me up.
Oh shoot, I forgot his name. Popular actor. He played in Good Omens or something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, both those guys played Doctor Who at one point.
Yeah, but there is older Doctor Who's. black and white
Yeah.
ones, and that's
Yeah,
that's
I'd like
kinda
to
where
see
wanna-
those.
I want to go back and start. Yeah.
I wonder if it's on the place where we find movies. I haven't
might
looked.
be.
It wouldn't surprise me. So they're on the Vogosphere, which is planet Vogon, basically.
These crabs.
Well, the Vogons have crabs. That's what they eat because that's the
So-
only food on their planet.
There's something evolutionary specific about crabs, and it's joked about.
Right.
I
have a problem with this little red spaceship, even though I want one.
And I forgot
And
what it is.
I want you to see when you see the front of the spaceship. I want you to see if you see the problem. Do you see the problem with it?
The windshield wipers.
Why would it have windshield wipers, and why would they be that small?
I don't know.
It's so stupid.
I didn't catch
It's
that.
just here it is. Now to make him think, he puts on that lemon juicer.
Yes.
Oh, so lemon helps you. It's a thinking cap. Lemon helps you think, helps you concentrate.
Interesting.
Apparently.
Should concentrate.
I'm gonna. You know what? That's what I'm gonna 3D print, buddy. I'm gonna 3D print me one of those thinking caps with the lemon.
Oh damn!
Right?
You sported on the show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll do a video on each thing I print, but so because he only has half a brain, because his other half was in his second head, in order to get him to concentrate, they put this thinking cap on that kind of makes him smart. At least for a minute.
We need to go
A break?
on a break. Yes,
I
sir.
agree.
Yes, sir. Anything you want to say before we go on break?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Looking at the screen, flicker and flash, retro vibe, bringing old school clash, commercial.
And now, for the man who can make your dreams come true, it's the one and only Freddy Krueger.
Oh God, he's coming back.
Yes, Freddy's back with a very special offer that may just revive some of your worst nightmares. Starting now, you can own Nightmares 1 through 4 for just $19.95 each. So you can join Freddy anytime you like.
You've got the body. I've got the brain.
Look for this special offer along with our 3-pack collector set of Nightmares 1 through 3, now available in this lovely package. So tell your friends. And pleasant dreams.
Open your eyes. Dare to believe. Own the experience.
It's happening again, isn't it?
Listen to me, Scully. This thing exists.
Leave this case alone.
Where's Mulder?
We're not who we are.
I suggest you forget what you saw or what you think you saw.
Scully.
Avoid the devil. Don't follow Henry to the devil.
What I find fantastic is any notion that there are answers beyond the realm of science.
I know what I saw, Scully.
It's like the Roswell cover-up all over again.
Who are you?
The X-Files, now on video.
For God's sakes, it's me.
Mulder, you may not be who you are.
Collect the classic first episodes to watch again and again.
The truth is out there,
There still exist some secrets which should remain secret.
but so are lies.
Two uncut, digitally mastered files on each tape.
No one, no government agency has jurisdiction over the truth.
Take them with extreme caution.
They're here, aren't they?
They've been here for a long, long time.
The X-Files.
That's actually kind of fitting considering what happened in
Introductions
Congress the other
series
day. I'm just
creator
saying.
Chris Carter.
Yeah, I fucking love the X-Files.
Trust no one.
It's coming from there.
Be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
Hello, kitties.
Get sweet revenge with every episode of Tales from the Crypt. Now an exclusive home video collection from Time Life. Each tape contains 3 original, uncut, and unedited Tales from the Crypt. Now available on video for the first time. Call the toll-free number on your screen right now. For just $9.99, you'll receive your first Tales from the Crypt
Goldberg?
feature.
Any
Additional Tales from the
is,
Crypt will come to you monthly, each with a new trio of terror.
The morgue, the merrier.
Call and order Tales from the Crypt right now before it's too late.
John Lovitz, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
To order your Tales from the Crypt Volume 1, call 1-800-455-8877. That's 1-800-455-8877 or send $9.99.
There's a number you can call.
Shipping and handling to Tales from the Crypt, Department 1, Richmond, Virginia, 23280.
Available now on MPI Home Video.
What are you doing here?
Get ready to scream again, because Dark Shadows is back.
What an interesting observation.
Relive the greatest moments of this cult TV classic as MPI Home Video brings you the best of Barnabas video cassette.
Millie! You're wasting your time with me.
The best of Barnabas video cassette brings you face to face with Barnabas Collins, a 175-year-old vampire that has the whole town under his spell.
Oh, no!
Available now on MPI Home Video.
Knees straight from a stash. Got a minute long, quick, let the time dash. Grab a drink, crack, fizz, pop, sizzle.
Oh, that was such a needed munchie break, man.
Right?
Oh, had me one of those little Debbie oatmeal cakes.
Oh, mild.
Well, it was either that or more of these mushroom chocolates, and I don't want to do too many of those.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, bio.link/nonsensical network, where you can watch everything we do every day of the week. And of course, once again, nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com and spread us on you. Back to the movie. So they are.
Well, hold on. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And don't forget, down here in the corner, Discord.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Yeah, you can actually
Every
watch
Friday,
the movie
you can watch
with
the
us
movie
on
with
Friday.
us.
Yeah, and make sure you hit the notification
Shares
bell
it
everywhere.
live on Discord.
Yeah, that will. Well, the only hard part about this is we can't show the movie, so we have to talk about it while watching it. And however, the audio on Spotify, I'm loving it. I was listening to us watch Top Secret the other day and laughing my ass off.
That was a good episode.
I love that episode.
Guys, I love when Shaka's up here, so y'all hit him up and petition him to come up here often.
Especially when he hasn't seen the movie in question, and it's funny. So they're on this Vogon planet, and it's called. It said it was Voganish. And the Vogons literally just take their buildings with them.
Yeah.
So the entire fleet,
You're right?
The Vogon fleet is literally all their buildings. Vogue Sphere.
It's efficient.
I don't understand this part, but I find it hilarious. As they're walking through this gravel pit of a planet, every time you think or you say
shovels are just
you get smacked in the face with a weird shovel plant.
Like a tail.
Yeah.
Or a plant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. This is where the towel I love how Ford has his towel. I think whack. See, every time you think. I think. I think whack. I think he did that on purpose to Zaphod because he doesn't like Zaphod.
You know,
because it came out of the ground and you can see what's left of it slither away. So it's I'm assuming it's some sort of plant.
I just thought of a sci-fi movie that I don't think Shaka has probably seen, and you probably haven't seen in a long time.
Probably not. I'm not a huge sci-fi guy.
Flash Gordon.
I have
Flash.
I have it in my wish list to watch.
Yeah.
And I found a page, a app on my Roku TV that has it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I know. Yeah.
Well, guys, I am still thinking of a movie next Friday, so I have some in mind.
So I mean, look how big the Fogon fleet is. How tall would you say those buildings are compared to the guys? They're fucking massive, dude.
They're like a whole city in a block.
Yeah, they're just giant blocks.
They're nothing but bureaucratic.
It's the most depressing office style building ever.
Yeah. I swear it's like pea-soaked walls and shit. It's like if the homeless live there, but they don't live there.
Yeah. But it's a bunch of really, really, really big fat guys and badly made suits.
Look at that water cooler. It was so nasty looking.
Yeah, it
was like coated
disgusting.
in rust. Ugh.
The retro robot armor chair.
The thought that went into doing these sets in this movie is just fucking spectacular.
Yeah, it's the props department. Props to the props department. That keyboard, I want that keyboard.
Have you ever watched George Orwell? They made a movie, 1984. Have you ever seen that movie? So watch that movie, and the backdrop of the bureaucratic element in this reflects that.
Okay.
Yes.
I love how the I guess the Secretary of State or whatever, the lady she said she doesn't like her because she's too pretty. Yeah, she's finding out that Earth was destroyed now.
Yeah. Anyway, and the reason why I bring that up with the George Orwell connection is if any of the philosophical nerds out there and politics and stuff when it comes to what that movie represents.
Right. That lady's got awesome hair. Now, this is where it reminds me of Doctor Who. All these weird characters all in one.
Yep.
It's got a really Doctor Who vibe in this, and I love it. I'm here for it. I love the giant block guy. I love it. He says, "I know how to cue. I'm British."
I found that funny. You know what's funny about that? When I first went to a pub in England, I didn't know that you queued for your beer. I'm going up to the fucking goddamn the bar, like, "Hey man, let me get a beer." Everybody looking at me like I'm the fucking asshole. I'm like, because somebody broke it down. I was like, "Dude, there's a queue." I'm like, "Oh,
my bad."
Yeah. They get this whole different culture about their pubs.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Absolutely. I love how Zaphod is just in his element.
Irish pub too, especially a good Irish pub.
I don't believe you. And it's
these Bogons look like. Go ahead.
She's finding out that Zaphod didn't even read the order. He just thought somebody he was asking for his autograph. That's why it says "Love and Kisses Zaphod."
What
the
a
order to destroy
dumbass.
Earth he thought was an autograph.
Well, this
So he
is
put love and
this is
kisses
the
safe on.
election rules, and elections have consequences, folks.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, pause it real quick because this is funny. The creature that they're going to feed her to, they mentioned it. It's called a bladder beast, and it is considered the dumbest, most vicious animal in the galaxy. It's so dumb, in fact, that it believes you can't see it if you I gotta remember how it goes. If you can't see it, it can't see you.
Guys, Jeff's the sober one tonight.
No,
Just
it's so confusing. So it believes that if you can't see it, it can't see you.
Weird.
Yeah, that's how dumb but it's also the most deadly.
I fucking love
animal on the planet.
I love the size of that fucking pin.
The comic giant
fucking giant pin.
Here it is. If you ever find yourself next to a bladder beast, just remember, life has treated you good so far.
Oh, this is when they're getting the paperwork through to get her off.
Mm-hmm.
And the people in charge, or the woman in charge, knows that, wants
And
to
she's
stop
like,
it, but can't stop it because of the bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy
Backfiring on
Yeah.
their tyranny.
Yeah, each form is different. She's like, this isn't the presidential form. That one's blue. He's like, fuck, and I gotta go get another form and fill it out.
Like going to the DMV.
Yeah.
There's that
he's hungry.
the gimp looking dude.
The gimp suit, yeah.
That guy looks like he's wearing a luchador.
I saw that just now. That's the first time I saw that. Middling. Okay.
Were these puppets or were these people in costume?
I think. Well, actually, Marvin is the dude from Willow.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
I can't remember his name. Warwick.
Okay. Well, what about the Vogon?
I don't know. I'd have to actually look that up.
Because I feel like some of them are like some scenes could be done with puppets. And the way they shoot the scene where it's really tight camera work.
So actually they were the Vogons and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy were puppets created by Jim Henson.
Fucking bonus.
Right? That's
bonus
Jim Henson's
factoid. I dig it.
creative job.
That's a
win.
My
Jim
rating
Henson,
just went up a little.
Right? Yeah, he's like, you didn't even read it.
I don't really have a whole lot of time for reading.
I'm the president of the galaxy. I don't get a lot of time for reading. That is a genius line. I'm going to use that at work.
I got McDonald's and burnt steak to eat.
I'm the owner of the company. I don't have time for reading. I'm going to use that at work. That's going to be my new excuse when I don't read an email.
There you go.
I run the entire company. I don't have time for reading.
That'll set you on the trail upwards.
I own the company, dude. What are they going to do? Fire me?
Fair.
I'm 50% owner. What are they going to do? Everybody works below me.
Why didn't you read that email for myself? You're fired.
I'm the owner of the company. I don't have time for reading. But he does that. He does the hand thing. He goes, I don't have time for reading.
Like he's proud of his laziness.
Yeah. And as soon as he walks out, The comic steering wheel on this little bitty ship, he's still got Marvin's arm.
Well,
that is
with your arms right there, dude. Calm the fuck down.
No, but that spaceship looks like the most comfy thing ever because it is wall, floor to ceiling padding.
That spaceship looks like something from a Dragon Ball Z episode.
It does. But if I'm gonna have a spaceship, I want that one.
Yeah,
or I want the big one.
The buffering.
That's more of a travel pod.
Look at all these fat, gumpy looking turds and gimpy.
They are. Man. How tall would you say they are? She's at least 5'9".
I said they're about 6 feet, 7. Well, about 6 feet.
I'd
tall,
say they're closer to 8 feet tall.
And, okay, maybe 7 to 8 feet tall.
So I think you were closer with that 500-pound mark.
Yeah, probably more 500 to 800 pounds.
Yeah, they're not small, but considering their fleet,
I had to back it up a bit so it could rebuffer.
That's fine.
It's still a funny scene.
Yeah, her yelling at him.
Yeah,
but it's well, watch his hands when he does it. Come on.
I did.
He didn't even know he signed
did.
It. Here he comes.
I'm the president of the galaxy. I don't get a lot of time for reading.
He looks around like everybody's like, duh.
Like, come on. That's acceptable, right?
I mean, duh.
Yeah, well, considering it probably is since he was.
Yeah, that's right. She just yelled at him. Why didn't you tell me? He threatened me. She tells him, grow a fucking spine.
Yeah. I love her tenacity.
Yeah. She's got spunk.
Blunt.
She's spunky.
She's got the spunk.
Yeah.
That mega spunk.
Yeah. Yeah, but look, the main Vogon has got to be 8 foot tall if he could stand up straight because they are kind of hunched.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about the fight.
I am too.
But
let me message Connor, see if he's got an update.
Yeah. You know, in 2005, the effects were really fucking good.
Right?
I mean, I know it's gotten a lot better,
but it you could have made this movie today and still made it believable.
When did the first Iron Man movie come out? Was it like 2009?
Oh, let me check.
No, it was like it was earlier than that. Because that
2008.
2008. That was a trend center for effects on that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why it was well received.
You know, I am not mad at that shower either. That's kind of cool. The rain shower thing.
Yes.
It's
I had a shower. My shower in Oregon was a stand-up shower, and I put one of those kind of rain.
But do you see the rain coming down on her? It's like almost nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess she turned it off, but that is a fancy ship.
Excuse me. Starting to sound like Glick with the belching. My apologies, those and ladies.
Sorry, I'm distracted by the fact that Zoe Deschanel's
naked,
technically naked. Unfortunately, I can't see anything, but I love her. I think she's beautiful. Her personality is great too. She's got that spunky, quirky personality that's kind of like, I'm digging that.
Mm.
And I missed the door sign.
Isn't that his towel?
I was just saying. Well, he did. He handed her his towel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mega 3. I swear, every time I get in the vehicle, I do that. Mega 3. and then drive off.
There's those pesky mice
that are not, you don't find out who they are until the end, but here it is.
Yeah. They put the coordinates in, didn't they?
That's right. They used Zaphod's zip tie thing.
I gotta rejuice them up.
I love it.
It puckers up the mind, makes you focus.
Yeah. But you just see him breathing. He's like, I love it.
Like he was sucking on the lemon.
Magrathea. Magrathea looks like a dope joint. I'm just saying.
Right? It's where all the cool Mensa type people hang out.
Oh, that's right.
It's actually it's closed. They don't want people there.
Yeah. I love the outgoing message.
I feel as though if you were wearing those 3D glasses, that might have been a 3D effect right there.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to remember, 2007. This is they perfected it in less than a year when Iron Man came out.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Iron Man yet. It was
Iron Man. They did the whole because he was doing the whole. No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But yeah, it does look like a really 3D rendering.
3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The red and blues. Yeah.
Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street 6 or 3
Yeah.
or something. No, 6 had it. The 3D ending.
I love. Okay, so why is it that only now, when it's doing these evasive maneuvers, that it's hard for them to stand up? But it's been, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It stopped.
That's some Wile E. Coyote shit.
Yeah. It's because it's got air brakes. Yeah.
But he's smart enough to maneuver that ship like a fucking ace.
Well, that's Trillian driving.
No.
Oh, was it Sam Rockwell?
Yeah, it was Sam.
I thought Trillian was driving because she's the one that went over to put it first.
No, his hands were on the joysticks.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. These are the weirdest shaped fucking missiles.
Right?
They're like cartoon fat bottomed sidewinders that drink too much beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they are kind of fat in the middle.
Yeah.
He's got a box of cereal he's eating out of. Where are we? Her hair.
Weren't you telling me you were eating out of a box of cereal or something like that?
I was doing that yesterday.
Fucking
I was pulling my full on Zaphod. I'm just saying.
Isn't that dude playing Marvel movies now?
Who's that? Sam Rockwell?
No, the main character.
Oh yeah. He plays a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent or FBI or something like that. He's in Black Panther.
Oh, that's right. He is.
This whale.
That's right.
Oh, interesting fact. The whale is played by, I have it here. I thought I did. I have to look it up.
Let me guess, Morgan
The whale. No, it's actually hold on, I'll tell you as soon as I find it. The whale's voice is Bill Bailey. Now you don't know who Bill Bailey is. Bill Bailey is a British comedian.
Okay. It's like I know who Bill Burr is.
No, Bill Bailey is the Bill Burr of Britain. Kind of put it that way. Although he does a lot of musical comedy. Like he plays music.
I'll have to look him up.
He's funny. His biggest show he was on was Black Books, which I think you'd like.
So what's up with this fucking whale, by the way?
So because they hit hit the improbability drive, the missile turned into a bull petunias and a whale.
Oh, a sentient whale.
Well, no, because what we were hearing was the whale's thoughts as it
Got you.
fell to Earth. It didn't know it was a whale before, so it's like, I better start naming things. What is this stuff whizzing by my ears? I'm gonna call it air.
It was becoming self-aware and
yeah,
got you, and then splat.
And this is what's this stuff coming at me at the ground? Coming at me really fast. It's the round. We got how I'm gonna call it ground. Hi, ground, and then splat. It's genius. Which, by the way, for goodbye and thanks for all the universe and everything. The cover is the whale. Or no, goodbye and thanks for all the fish, which is the third book. Is the cover is the whale.
Oh, okay. She just says fuck it and jumps in. And he still doesn't have the spine.
He has zero spine. He doesn't know what to do. His hunches aren't good. Ford is he's kind of like, you can convince Ford to do anything. His brain is fooled by lemons. I love it. That's his rationale for not doing what Zapod wants.
It would be mine too. Don't listen to the guy with lemon brain.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're in space. What's the worst going to happen? You know? Which is why Trillian just jumped through. She doesn't care.
That's why she said fuck it.
Yeah. Don't panic. I love it.
Like I said, she represents humanity's curiosity.
Yeah. Well, I think she's also a bit fed up.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's a bit fed
up.
She
was determined.
And he thinks about it too long, and the portal doesn't work, if I remember correctly.
Because he's an indecisive little, as they say on the internet, nowadays on the TikTok beta.
Yeah, look, he waits too long. Because he's indecisive. He's kind of a wuss.
I'm surprised he hasn't played in a Christmas movie as an elf.
He might have. I know he's done
if they make stuff. Elf 2 with Will Ferrell, did they make an Elf 2?
No.
If they did have him in there in the sequel as another elf, would be fucking genius. I bet they'd work great together on camera. Hollywood, make it the fuck happen.
You know where you know him from? He was in The World's End, which is a Simon Pegg movie. He was in Hot Fuzz.
He played a cop.
Yeah, he was in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, yep.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Like I said, man, if he played an elf too.
He's done a shit ton of movies.
He's a good actor. This guy looks familiar too. I couldn't place him. He's another famous British actor.
That's Bill Nye. He's also in all the Simon Pegg movies.
Bill Nye?
His name's Bill Nye. He's
not the science guy.
No. You know who he is? Do you remember Pirates of the Caribbean 2? The guy with the crab claw? That's him.
Yeah.
This is Davy Jones.
He's not the guy who played. He's not the guy
Davy
who
Jones.
played. He's not the guy who also played Skeletor in the old fucking He-Man movie, is he?
I don't know. Let me check.
My name is
I know that's so out of left field.
I gotta find him. Let's see.
Surprised we
Nighy.
didn't.
Nighy is the how you spell his name. He was in Love
Nigel?
Actually. He was in Love Actually. He played Billy Mack, the guy that sang in Love Actually, that movie you hate.
That movie, did I don't watch movies like that?
I love that movie.
I got male insecurities. No, I'm joking.
He played Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean,
Which was a great film franchise. I have to give Disney. Like, I'm not a huge Disney fan, but they have a couple good ones out there.
He played Sean's stepdad in Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, that was a great movie.
Yeah, that's probably where you know him from.
Probably.
I love the custom built planets. I want a planet shaped like a square. I'm just saying.
Well, you want to take one more break for the night?
Yeah, I love that. He says best laid. See that important line there. He says best laid plans of mice. He says, isn't it best laid plans of mice and men? He goes, sure, whatever. Because the mice actually had the planet built.
Yes, the extra one.
Yeah.
Which this became so redundant to me.
Yeah. The ending is not great.
It didn't become redundant. It just, yeah.
It's silly. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a real quick break.
Silly would be the perfect word for it.
I'm going to send you a link to this guy's IMDb.
Looking at the screen, flicker and flash. Retro vibe, bringing old school clash.
It's Sunday, WPTF TV. And be careful trick-or-treating this Halloween. Tell your parents where you're going and who's going with you. Before you go out, you can pick up a free Halloween safety bag. Come to any participating Pizza Hut restaurant and pick one up. The Halloween safety bag is free from your friends at Pizza Hut and WPTF TV.
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween-sized pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the house that gives Skittles? See, I told ya.
Hi, I'm a Boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right, guys? Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help your teacher grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
One call gets you a 3D Boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you a set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
And part of your $2.35 2-minute call goes to Special Olympics.
So get your parents' permission and call us at 1-900-909-5464. Go get the phone. I said get it, not eat it.
There's goblins, there's ghouls, there's pirates about. Halloween's coming, the trick-or-treaters are out. But look at that witch on Halloween night. She's the first one with a blinking pumpkin light. Pumpkin light flashes so everyone knows she is near. Pumpkin light makes Halloween safer and scarier this year. And pumpkin light safer for a spooky pumpkin too. Just pop it right in and watch your pumpkin go boo.
Pumpkin light is available at Osco, Purity Supreme, Spags, and Leewards.
It was a Halloween party where fantasy.
None of those scores sound
I
familiar.
put on Showtime makeup and did a dance or two. The boys and ghouls were hanging out like Vamp and Tigress too. My Showtime face was all in place then. Rock Angel, I saw you.
It's Showtime, the adult Halloween makeup. Showtime is hypoallergenic, more comfortable than masks, more fun too.
You know you are my fantasy, but I can't speak to you.
Make up a Halloween fantasy with Showtime makeup.
I just happened to grab
For
all
great Halloween fun, pick up some spooky decorations at Walgreens. Just $7.99 each. Scary sound-activated Halloween figures, battery-operated pirate skull, witches, skeletons, and more. Stock up on Halloween candy, too. Walgreens has a wide selection of treats and goodies of all kinds. And it's time to order your holiday photo greeting cards. Put your favorite photo on any of 6 beautiful designs. All orders include a free marker pen. Treat yourself to savings this week at Walgreens.
I, Speedy McGreedy, have created Frankenstein Mouth.
I want juicy burgers.
We'll go to Hardee's.
The burgers are juicy at Hardee's.
Right, Ivan. Hardee's job royals are...
Let's say hello to Hardee's.
It's Halloween time. When you buy a burger and soft drink at Hardee's, you get a coin to put in the fun machine, which gives you a Halloween prize.
I got a creepy crawly Halloween thing. I got a Halloween ring.
The fun machine at participating Hardee's.
My most perfect creation! Gee, I'll have to do something about that face.
Introducing Spooky Goop, horrifying monster makeup you make up at home. Spooky Goop's bubbling lizard lips, bat bones, and toad toes create a ghoulish goo that makes a monster out of you.
Now that's the face no mother could love.
Spooky Goop, spine-tingling makeup for Halloween or any unearthly occasion.
My little goblins will be out long after dark, so I depend on Duracell batteries to light their way, because Duracell lasts longer.
Tests prove after just a few hours of continuous use, regular carbon batteries wear out. But you can get up to 5 times more use from Duracell batteries.
That's why I trust my kids' safety at night to Duracell.
Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
Or lasts like
Straight from a stash. Got a minute long, quick, let the time dash. Grab a drink, crack, fizz, pop, sizzle.
Sorry, guys. I had a weird childhood.
Yeah, didn't we all? Real quick, don't forget Mondays, Speedway Stories and Cold-Blooded Conversations and Men Caring for Men. Tuesdays is Glick's House Music. Wednesdays, What the Fuck News. Thursdays is Jeff's Garage once I get up and running. I actually got another person that I'm trying to lock down a time and date for another interview. Nice. This show on Fridays, Nonsense and Chill, where we watch movies and talk about them. Saturdays in the morning.
Homies getting together, watching some movies. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
No, it's all right. That's all right. Saturday morning, midday, I guess, is Cash's Corner, where they talk some wrestling. And then Saturday night, we go off the rails and let the crazy people take over the nut house at the Open Door Challenge Nonsensical Nonsense Show. And then Sundays, of course, is Unnecessary Roughness, where the boys talk booty football. And I've never seen an episode of that, but I'm not into sports. So
I have seen a few, like just the beginnings, just when they pop in and start jibber-jawing.
Yeah.
Just to say hi and give my support, but
understood. I mean to, but Sundays I sleep as much as possible.
Oh no, you're fine. No, you're good. It's just if I'm up.
You can watch.
Just a quick reminder.
Yeah, right.
8 o'clock next Friday. We're starting this at an
That's
hour
right.
early.
Yes. And don't forget, you can watch all our shows live on YouTube every day. Once you subscribe and hit that notification button, you'll know when we're live. Or you can go to bio.link/nonsensical network and find all our shows and all our social media. And don't forget to check out the merch at nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com and spread us onto you.
And don't forget, don't panic.
And don't panic. So this is the coolest mode of transportation in this whole movie.
This has some Willy Wonka vibes.
Yeah. I love he just you know what it looks like? It looks like a ride at like Cedar Point or Disneyland or something like that in the beginning there. Because as they leave, another one pulls out. You know what I mean? It's like it's a small world kind of ride, you know?
Like this is one of those rides you don't want to be on when you're tripping on shrooms.
Agreed.
You'd shit yourself and probably
this section where they're going really fast, that's your Willy Wonka. Because that scene where they go through the tunnel freaks me out when I was a kid.
Yep.
And then
that movie, that one part of that movie traumatized me as a child.
Oh, still to this day I can't watch it.
I think traumatized a whole fucking generation.
I don't think it meant to, but Jesus.
No, it wasn't meant to, but there's actually a study on that. Weirdly enough.
It's psychologically fucked up.
Yeah.
How do they build the planet? It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The factory floor that is so like there's how many planets in this factory floor?
So I think what the ultimate question, I think, is what is trying to be asked, or in my opinion, because I forgot what they say it is. Like, you see them constructing a planet, so you know that the Vogons, they deconstruct and construct planets. That's
no. The Vogons are literally a construction crew that demolishes. Their demo crew.
Right. So they demolish.
Right. They just demolish. Where Bill Nye's character, Bill Niley or whatever his name, I can't pronounce his name. The company he works for, they build planets, but they build custom planets. Like if you wanted a weird shape. It's kind of a novelty item that people buy. But the supercomputer is another world. Earth was a computer. There it is. That's what you're finding out here. That Earth was the supercomputer that Deep Thought had built.
Access to something is something I don't like to get here.
Well, I wanted to
watching a cartoon. I love it.
Yeah.
Deep Thought's watching a cartoon.
How? Like, who is the first creator, I guess? Like, who built the first planet?
Well, there's normal everyday planets that, like Vogon is a normal planet. But Earth was constructed as a novelty for Deep Thought to figure out the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Earth wasn't a natural
it was built.
Planet.
It wasn't a natural
constructed
planet. It was constructed on
interesting.
So Deep Thought gave those two 14-year-olds the design and said, have this built, let it run for a couple millennia, and you'll get the question to the answer 42. Kind of like a Jeopardy thing. This is the backup. Earth Mark II.
So you made the not me alone, but I
not me alone. I did my part.
I'm just a supervisor, staying around with a cup of coffee.
No, he said I designed and built Norway. Now that is Ayers Rock in Australia. They're painting it.
That's so funny.
That's genius. They really finished the ocean.
So finishing the ocean is this dude holding this giant hose.
Giant hose, filling up the ocean with water. Is genius. That's the gun that Alamogula wanted.
So explain what this gun does, Jeff.
Pause it real quick. This gun, when you are shot with this gun, it makes you understand what the person shooting it is feeling. And however, it doesn't work on women because they already think that way, which I thought was really kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because guys we don't think about how it makes other people feel.
It was like an empathy gun.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Sarkenfruit.
Pointing out
he goes to shoot himself.
The stereotype that women are typically more empathetic than men.
The point of view gun is what it's called.
POV.
Yeah, it's a POV gun.
For those gentlemen familiar with porn, you know what POV is.
Yeah, it is. Not my favorite. But...
Those movies will not be aired on this channel. Ever. Jeff's like,
I love it. He says, I was listening to it. He said, the point of view gun was developed by women because they were tired of saying, you just don't get it, do you? And it shows a woman shooting her husband sitting on the couch.
I
Towels
just
are good
don't
too.
get it. I like the steampunk aesthetic.
It is. It's got it. Yeah. It's technically got two modes. There he goes. Why so edgy? She shoots him with the gun.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I love it. See, he's seeing her point of view, and he's like, holy shit.
He's starting to understand.
Yeah. I guarantee you there are women all over the planet seeing this movie going, I want one of those. I'm going to 3D print one and sell them.
Excuse me.
Oddly enough, I cannot find a whole lot of 3D printable stuff from this movie, unfortunately.
But you know what? To be fair, that dude's character is purposely stupid.
Yeah, but the only reason he wanted it was because he wanted to get famous and make money. Yeah.
Because he's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
that's what I mean. Like, he never understands because he is stupid.
Right.
So I think it's kind of a shame to expect him to understand when you write this character as being so stupid.
Which is why the purpose of her shooting him twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
The Himalayas, I love that. It just popped up. See? It's commissioned and paid for and run by the mice.
He said mice, but not the mice.
Those two mice.
I get this idea that it's more than just two. It's like all mice.
No. It's just these two.
Just these two.
Just these two, because they were the ones that built Deep Thought.
No. Well, yeah, no. I gather that's what they want you to think. You were actually elements of it.
And weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Actually, this explains a lot, you know. All my life, I've had this strange feeling.
It's like this freaking whole planet's in this
weird factory floor.
Factory?
It's a factory, but it doesn't show the walls of the factory. I love how
the walls look like the universe.
Yeah.
On a so absurdly remote, but the only thing to do is to say, hang a sense to keep yourself busy. I'd much rather be happy than right.
He says, I've always had that feeling that there was more, and he's like, no, everybody has that.
That's like, yeah, you have that feeling, but really, you're just minuscule. Normal. You're in the universe. You're nothing.
Yeah.
Our existence is purpose or meaningless. There's no purpose to life. It's just
now they're showing back up where the movie started. I love it.
But in Arthur's a funny, nihilistic way.
Yeah.
In other words, you can define your own purpose.
Yeah. Well, he says the only thing to do in life is to just say hang it and keep yourself busy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of a, if you overthink stuff, as in don't overthink it, don't panic. This movie's genius for,
It'll be all fucking right.
Yeah. Fuck it, man.
See, it has that dude vibe to it.
Yeah. I love this song.
Ooh, look
they're
at all
eating.
That food. They're just gorgeous. Oh my god.
Well, this food is like making them stoned.
Oh man.
Because the mice made the food to drug them.
Really? I can't be mad at that.
That's what Ford's telling me. He says they're making up for everything by giving us great food.
I can't be mad at that.
Agreed.
And there's the two mice.
Talking mice. I love how he's like wildly weirded out about this talking mice, yet he's been through the outer reaches of the universe.
I find it weird over in England when they drink tea and use the fine china. Like they use the fine china, like they use it.
Yeah.
Here in America, fine china is usually just
It's for
kept
when
in,
guests
or
guests.
for decoration in the
Yeah.
in the cabinet or some bullshit. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like we have a fear.
See,
of
look,
using
they're all
shit sometimes.
getting sleepy.
Which is why you're here. We've been offered a lucrative contract to do several quiet gigs.
The strawberries look good. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
Like having the munchies and seeing all that dessert and fruit and
Actually, he gives them options on the answer for 42. Or what is the question for 42?
yeah. So they think he has
Inside knowledge because
He has
he's
the
been
answer.
around. He's one of the only people that's been on Earth. He's the only person that's been on Earth all that time.
He's not though. She was.
No, she left
Or
years
she-
ago.
Oh,
He only left a couple days ago.
well,
That's why they knocked her out. What was in that food? What was in my tea? You won't feel a thing. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he will because those are buzzsaws. Here it is. 6 times 7. There's 42. How many Vogons does it take to change a light bulb? How many roads must a man walk down? 42.
that's not bad. It's so vague. It makes no sense.
That's the Beatles song in it. How many roads must... Who sings that?
I have no fucking idea.
I know
Johnny
this.
Cash.
No.
Ooh.
It's like a hippie song.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of those 60s hippie songs.
I don't remember the name of it. It's not the Beatles.
I listen to like modern day hippie, like Rebulation or.
No, I can't remember.
That's the only one that off the top of my head right now.
It's called How Many Roads? But it's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Okay, see, I was close. I said Johnny Cash.
Why does it need
No way.
the drill
No way was
bit
that close.
and the 2 buzzsaws? And it doesn't really work either.
Because the brain is in different sections.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Shoot him. And then he just kills the mice with the teapot.
Oh shit.
And now they're they just disappear. I think I'm really
well.
sick, he says.
They were millions of years old and gone like that. Oof.
Yeah. Just a teapot takes. Now the Vogons show up because the Vogons are still chasing after Zaphod. Trillian's still got that POV gun. The Vogons' guns crack me up. They're like chest built, and they have 6 to 9 holes they shoot out of. And this is where you find out
there's such horrible shots.
Marvin says, "I don't know why you're running. Vogons are the worst marksmen in the galaxy." And then he gets shot in the back of the head. I felt bad for him.
Oh man.
I feel bad for Marvin. Now I've got a headache. He just shuts down. Oh, I felt bad for him.
Well, he's just a robot.
Yeah, but
no real robots were injured in the making of this movie, guys. It's okay.
Right? Oh, this is funny. The Vogons can't. He's got a towel. Run away.
What the fuck? He's like,
how do you drive this thing?
Need that gun.
He's trying to get the ship started. He's trying to light the stove. Fire!
And this little camper.
Yeah. I love how he's locked the gate.
These things are stupid.
They're thwarted by a gate.
They're fucking stupid. They just turn around like, oh, I don't know how to work this. Ooh, what's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Sorry, I just saw what's up.
What's up, buddy? I love it.
How you doing? Yo, Chris, do you have Discord, dude?
Yeah, scan that thing at the bottom. You can see our Discord.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, movie's almost.
But like next week, dude,
for next Friday,
come up and
now look, this is the second mode of the gun. It shoots multiple people at once. And Marvin shot them because Marvin wasn't dead. He just rebooted, and now they're all like, "Oh fuck," because Marvin's depressed.
They feel his depression. Yeah,
I love it. That's how you beat a Vogon, apparently.
Get them more depressed because if you think about it, they're already miserable.
Yeah, they're horrible.
You add depression on that, and then
they just give up.
They're done.
Now I love this. Sorry about your spaceship. It wasn't a spaceship. It was a fucking caravan.
Camper.
Marvin saved their lives.
Wretched, isn't it?
Wretched,
I know. It's wretched, isn't it? Warwick Davis plays Marvin. They put him.
What do they do? They just stuffed them in there.
Carted him away.
Oh, geez.
The planet builders of Magnesia.
Oh, okay.
Carted them away, and they brought in a.
You know what those planet builders remind me of? You remember the show Fraggle Rock?
Yes.
You know the little construction workers? Yeah, in the background, just creating shit. Yep. I want that coat. Not gonna lie.
I do like his coat. He says, "Do you think your planet could need something, or maybe take something away?" And he says, "Yeah, me."
Oh, you know what he reminds me of? Like I've been listening to Pete and Boz lately, the British rappers that are like his age.
Oh, okay.
They dress like him. They dress like him, all fucking fruit.
I am a little peckish. It's very British. So look, they replaced the camper.
Was this movie made in Britain? Was this an English movie? That's so weird.
You got your top.
I mean, because the American cast in it. I mean, they're not all American.
The American casting. There's only, I think, 3 Americans.
Zoe, Sam Rockwell,
and that's it.
Mos Def.
Well, Mos Def is American. Is he?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Mos Def is from New York.
Yeah.
So they started life on the planet there.
They did.
Yeah.
They jump-started that shit. I think that's pretty much it. Then it rolls into the credits.
Yeah, it does. Well, actually, I think there's a wrap-up here by the narrator. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I
don't remember. I didn't watch it before we watched it because I've seen it like 6 times. So they brought back everybody that was dead.
Yeah, they just restarted just like it left off from the day it disappeared. So,
but
maybe we all live in the Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There we go. The U-turn. That's the end.
Yes, sir.
That last face, the ship turns
Douglas Adams.
That's Douglas Adams.
Yep.
Douglas Adams also played the Douglas Adams also played the recording from Magnesia, telling them that it was closed. That was Douglas Adams as well. So,
well, Jeff, what is your opinion of the movie?
As I told you when we decided to watch this movie, I picked this movie. I love this movie. I
usually get very hesitant with your picks, but you were fucking amazing pick out the park this time.
For my rating though, I'm going to give it 8.5. The only reason I don't go higher is because I know we're going to have movies coming up that I know are funnier. As funny as this movie is, for me, I really have to be in the mood to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where if I watch like Top Secret or even Hot Shots, I'll watch those movies any day of the week. Just throw them on, I'm ready to watch because I don't have to pay attention. As you noticed, you even said where I was explaining certain parts of the movie because I've seen it and I've listened to the books and read the books. There's things that aren't explained that you have to either watch or read the books multiple times to get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a thinking comedy movie.
Yeah.
But if you ignore all that shit and just kind of don't panic and rock with it, I love this movie. I find it hilarious.
All right.
So for you, sir,
I went into this not knowing what to expect out of it. Because like I said, it was the first time I watched it was this past weekend. And I was like, okay, well, I got to watch it. Let me watch it and record it. So, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like it hit a funny bone. It hit the thinking bone. It hit the satire bone. Like the acting was funny. It was written well. Douglas Adams is an amazing writer. The science fiction part was amazing. I was just ecstatic to watch it when I was done with it. So I'm giving it an 8.
There you go.
So yeah, an 8. 8 joints because it's really good. Really a good movie to watch sober-minded. However, watching it baked or stoned or something,
it's up there.
Probably wouldn't hurt either.
I agree. This is a movie, and as you mentioned it while we were watching it, you can watch this with anybody. Yes. You don't have to worry about watching it with the kids around or like, for instance, we both thought Range 15 was hilarious. However, not going to show my kids.
No. This is a family-friendly movie. 100%. Blazing.
Oddly enough, a lot of my picks that I'm going to be doing are family-friendly movies. Oddly enough, there's a big deal made about my brand of comedy, but my brand of comedy, this is my brand of comedy. I love it. I love this. Like when I showed my son Monty Python and the Holy Grail, we got done watching that and then watched this.
Fair enough.
Because
now last week's movie I picked, and it was a family-friendly movie. However,
agreed.
Typically, my kind of comedy is, hey, Jeff, what color were Kurt Cobain's eyes?
What color?
They were both blue. One blew that way, one blew that way.
Jesus. I get it. It's jeez. I heard a joke about Kurt Cobain today, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but that's up there with it. No. So my question to you, sir, and this is something we need to start doing. Would you recommend this to anybody?
Fuck yeah, I would. I'd recommend it to my grandma. I'd recommend it to your kids. I mean, this is just good all around wholesome movie.
It's a wholesome movie. There's nothing in this movie where you're like,
Mm-hmm.
if you watch, even if you watch like Hot Shots, or
it's a timeless movie too. The story's timeless.
Well, there's certain comedies that if you watch with like your parents or your grandmother, you're like, "Ooh, I forgot about this scene."
Yeah.
Don't look, Grandma. Where this, you don't have to worry about that.
This is a better. I would recommend this story above Christmas Carol.
Oh, I agree.
I think the Christmas Carol is a garbage story. Charles Dickens.
It's also been told like 14 times.
Yes, but this story, I fucking loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
But wow, we should probably
on that note
tonight. Yes.
On that note, everybody check out Hitch Hiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The answer is 42. And don't panic because it is for everyone. What do you got to tell
guys
the people?
Blaze and Jays. We will have the movie for next Friday out probably Monday. Till then, I don't know.
So
bring your own fucking popcorn.
Bring your popcorn because I don't supply anything. Once again, as we say,
bring your own
when
drugs.
leave,
I don't supply those either.
That. As we say, we'll see you at the movies. Hit it, sir. Hit the button. I want to go to bed.
Oh shit. In stream. Haha.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football crashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.